Welcome to Second Chance Youth Ranch. Don't turn the channel. I have two very special guests that are going to challenge you to step up and do something that you've never done before. We'll be right back. Welcome to Second Chance Youth Ranch TV. I'm Perry Black, and on this show we have two very special guests, two special ladies and friends of mine, Miss Rachel Hubbard, and who's with you today?
I brought Liz Garcia Rosso, our foster care coordinator.
And she's also a foster parent.
She is, yeah. She
So
can do anything.
We want to be totally transparent on our show. And Liz, tell us a little bit, where are you from? You speak with an accent. Are you from Texas, Mississippi?
No, I was born and raised in Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
Yeah, but I've lived here 24 years, so I'm an Arkansas-Rican.
Arkansas-Rican. And you live on our campus here
Yes.
with your husband and
Yes,
all
sir.
of the foster children. Y'all currently have how many?
5 total.
And next door, do you have anyone living next door in
Yes.
one of our other foster homes that you know?
Yes, my parents live in foster next door. They have 5 kids. And my mom's cousin and her husband live next door and foster 5 kids.
And then across the street is the Clay
Yes.
family, and they have a
Friends.
number of children as well. And that's also
Yes.
where we have one of our offices. And if the Lord wills, maybe even a future TV studio. You know, we'll just follow the leading of the Holy Spirit. So tell me a little bit, how did you make your way from Puerto Rico to Arkansas?
Yeah, my dad got a job. It was that easy. He got a job. There was a company down in Puerto Rico hiring for truck drivers to come to Arkansas. He worked for Callard Trucking for 25 years, retired from there, and
Just
is
retired,
now fostering.
how long
Yep.
ago? Just within the past
Yep.
year, right?
In December.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's pretty cool, having mom and dad next door.
Yes, my girls love it.
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
They
And,
like the snacks from Grandma's house better than from ours.
yeah, maybe we can put some B-roll in this show and show kind of the houses, because your parents are actually in the pregnancy home.
Correct.
But we only have one girl there. We had one. She's now been restored to her
Yes.
family in north central Arkansas. And now we have a beautiful young lady there who's about 14,
16.
16, and
Yes.
her infant.
Yes.
And I heard the other day from your dad that she's wanting to dedicate her baby to the Lord.
Yes. Yeah. She loves coming to church. She loves God. And during the eclipse, she gave her heart to Jesus.
She's the one that I read
Yes.
about. That was her. That is so awesome. Because every service, because she seems to be fairly shy,
Yes.
and I think she's learning English, am I
Yes.
correct?
Yeah.
And so I purposely always go over to her, whether she's in the auditorium or in the foyer, and try to say hi and
Yes.
and make a big deal about the baby. Just a precious little fella.
Yes. Yes.
And I'm excited for her.
Yes, we are too.
Yeah,
Precious
that's really
girl.
cool. So what's it like being a foster parent?
I mean, it's great. There's hard days, but whenever you know the Lord called you to do something, you do it. Stick it out even through the hard days.
Could y'all not have children of your own? Is that why you became a foster parent? How many children do y'all have, birth children?
We have 3 birth children. So
Yeah.
my husband has a 23-year-old, and together we have a 4-year-old and a 6-year-old, and we have fostered 30 kids in our 5 years.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yes.
30 young people whose lives have been forever changed.
Yes.
You know, going to school, I wasn't a fan of school, but there was one teacher, algebra teacher, Mr. Swint from Central High School, and then my football coaches that really were role models to me. And when I'm here, I'm at this young age of whatever it is, and I look back, the influence they had in my life that I really didn't realize they had in my life at the time. Coaches got on to me from time to time, teachers all the time, but I realize now, looking back, the influence that they had. And some of these young people, and we see those young people, don't we, Rachel? They come back to see us. Didn't you just have one recently come back to visit us?
Yes, it happens all the time. You know, they'll get in touch with us as adults and come back for holidays or visits or to celebrate things or just to say hi. And it's like we get to be kind of that home where they put their roots down.
Yeah, and it's something that they look back on and go, you know, didn't like all those rules. It's kind of like at Arkansas Christian Academy. The students, I hate these uniforms. But you know what? They love
Yeah.
what they get here. And they will look back in the days ahead and go, you know what, God impacted my life. And thank God there were Christian people
Yeah.
that sowed into my life their heart, their desire, their love for Jesus and the Word of God.
It's
and
cool to
for
see them, like, as adults, raising their children now by the same rules that they complained about when they were in our house. You know?
And we do have one young man and his wife.
Yes.
Whose house were they in? Whose house was he in when he lived at Second Chance Youth Ranch?
We had a set of foster parents, Amanda and Rustin Green, and he was in their home.
Yeah. And now he is fostering with his wife
In the same house.
in the same house that he was in some years ago when he was in foster care.
Exactly right. It's amazing.
You know, and maybe somebody's watching right now and they're saying, oh, aren't those ladies sweet? You know, they've sacrificed their life. Isn't that precious? I wish I could do that. Can they do it?
Oh,
Yes.
anybody can do it.
Yes.
Yeah, you just have to be willing. You know, there will be hard days no matter who you are, no matter how wonderful of a parent you are, or how spiritual you are, great Christian, whatever. There's going to be hard days. But when God tells you to do something, you just obey, even on the hard days.
Yeah.
And God always equips those that He calls.
Yeah, we just
exactly
recently, just literally within the past week or two, we have another set of community foster parents who I met her about 3 weeks ago or less.
Okay.
Y'all were having a meeting upstairs at TNT, and y'all were holding a baby.
Oh, yeah.
Because we have babies at Second Chance Youth Ranch, and her and her husband are now fostering.
They are.
Are they fostering that very baby or not?
They're fostering that baby's big sister.
Oh my goodness.
So, yeah, we have a number of homes throughout the community of Central Arkansas, Sherwood, North Little Rock, Hot Springs, Sheridan, all over, of people who are fostering in their own home, but they wanted to partner with a supportive faith-based organization instead of only going through the state of Arkansas.
Yeah.
And it's just been a beautiful partnership. It's a great way to foster.
Yes.
Yeah, what's happened in the state through the Family First Act, it kind of shuffled the deck, if you will, on how fostering is done. And then with Every Child Arkansas and all the collaboration that's going on and all the homes coming together, we've kind of taken on the responsibility of what DCFS used to do, still does, but we're doing that as well as a placement agency.
Right.
We got about 30 seconds. Why should anybody contact us, and how could they contact us?
So they can contact us through our website, 2CYR.org, or our Facebook page. Those are great ways to get in touch. And we would love to answer all your questions about fostering. We would love to tell you about the process. This is something that the church is called to do. We have a responsibility to these children.
So don't go away, because we want you to get involved and engage. We're going to take a brief break and we'll be right back.
Hi there, I'm here to tell you everything you need to know about Arkansas Christian Academy. Are you ready? Okay, let's go. Our name is Arkansas Christian Academy, but most of us just say ACA around here. Our mascot is this guy. Go Knights! Founded in 2001, ACA has grown from only a few classes to having classes in pre-K all the way through 12th grade. As far as class sizes go, we are smaller on average across the board, and we use this to challenge our students academically and individually on a personal level. Learning through the lens of God's Word in every subject and growing a personal relationship with Him through our amazing staff and in our daily chapel classes. For a full breakdown, check out our website at archristian.org, and feel free to explore other aspects of our school while you're there. Now, let's go outside. Our still growing campus sits right off I-30 and is protected by gates and doors with magnetic locks, only accessible by faculty and staff. We also have these guys here every day. But seriously though, safety is a priority here at ACA, as we want to ensure not only a quality education, but an environment where learning can flourish without fear or other outside distractions. Now, let's move on to the fun stuff. Here's a shot of our football field, a playground, some kids, another playground, our main gym, a football field again, and this is our brand new middle school. What else?
What about extracurricular activities?
That's right, here at ACA, we offer all different kinds of sports, but that's just the beginning. We have a broadcasting class, spoiler alert, it's really cool, a music and worship program, theater, and a thriving art program complete with a very active yearbook committee.
Wow.
There you have it. Schedule a tour today and find out what all the buzz is about at Arkansas Christian Academy.
Hey, welcome back to Second Chance Youth Ranch TV. I'm Perry Black, and as you may have seen in the previous segment, we have Rachel Hubbard and Liz Rosso, all the way from Puerto Rico.
That's right.
Took her 24 years to get from Puerto Rico to the
Yes.
stage today.
Yeah.
But some of you may recognize her. Tell us, Liz, exactly what is your responsibilities now, even though you and your husband foster.
Yes.
What are your
Yeah.
kind of your daily duties for the ministry of Second Chance Youth
Yeah.
Ranch?
So as the foster care coordinator, I just try to get out into the community, businesses, churches, whoever will have us. We've talked to the fire department. We're hopefully going to speak to the police department soon about fostering, because it takes people from all walks of life. And we currently have foster parents that are nurses, that are police officers, that have regular jobs out in the community, and we want those people as well under our team. So we tell anyone that's willing to listen about what it takes to become a foster parent, what the process is like, how long it takes. We train them up, we do their home inspections, we do everything it takes from beginning to end to open homes to be able to take children and foster them.
And then when we open the home, though, we don't just give them a child or six and just walk away, do we?
Correct.
What does Second Chance Ranch, there's other organizations that do various things, but what do we specifically provide? Because there's people watching and they're involved in the Rotary or some club or some church group or civic group, or just an individual.
Yes.
What do we provide that help people along the way? So let's say they contact us at 501-594-5200 and we somehow put them in touch with you, the two of you or some of the other people that we have on staff. What do we provide once they start that interview? Just, hey, I've got some questions. I've always thought about this. Don't know if I can.
Yeah.
How do we answer those questions?
Once all the questions are answered, if you feel that tug in your heart and you're ready to take the leap to become a foster parent, we're going to walk through that process with you from beginning to end.
How long is that process of training and going over
anywhere
all the rules?
from a month to a month and a half is what we shoot for. It's from the time you start filling out paperwork until we have your home open to be able to place a child in that home. We try to not make it longer than a month and a half, and that's really record time.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think
It used
anyone.
to take months and months.
Yes.
didn't it?
Yeah.
It still takes about 6 to 10 months to foster through DCFS.
Yeah.
Yes, and thankfully to technology, we have a brand new online system where the families fill out all their paperwork and submit it online, so that makes that part way
Real quick,
quicker than before when we did paper. After that, we do the training. We have our own trainers. We have our own home study practitioners.
Where's the training take place?
It takes care right here in Bryant, in one of our homes on Woodland Park. They have a conference room, so usually that's where we meet for the training. We have our own trainers as well. They're all very reliable ladies that usually, if I say I need you next week to train a new couple, they make themselves available. And once the home is opened, what I think makes the biggest difference is just the support that we provide to those homes.
Well, let's go back to training just for a moment.
Yes.
When they come on site right here in Bryant for training, what does that look like?
Yeah, so it depends. If you want to open as a traditional foster home, then that will take around 17 hours. And usually we knock that one out in one weekend. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, make your schedule available that weekend. You'll be completely done
Like
with
3,
the pre-service
4 hour
training.
deals or
Yes. Some of the days could be a full day, could be a 6-hour day.
Y'all have snacks and stuff?
Yeah, we have
Always
snacks, we have drinks, we provide lunch on the first day. So we definitely take care of the people because they are investing their time.
Sure.
If you would like to become a therapeutic foster home, that does require more training. That curriculum is 30 hours, 30 to 37 hours.
All right, so let me ask some questions because I know
Yes.
people don't know what we do when we
of
use
course.
lingo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Churches are the worst about using Christianese.
Yes.
We're
Yeah.
using kind of technical terms. When you say traditional home,
Yes.
explain what that is, and then tell me what a therapeutic foster home is.
Yes, yeah. The biggest difference is that people that take children in a therapeutic foster home or a therapeutic setting are children that have more complex needs. And those complex needs could be different. They could be medical needs that a family open as a traditional home may not feel like they can handle those needs. Or it could be behavioral needs. Children that have been in multiple homes, moving from home to home due to behaviors. Children that have come from places like Rivendell, Pinnacle Point behavioral facilities. Those children with those complex needs would be the ones that are placed in a therapeutic home.
And what kind of services do we provide with our clinical team to help those families
Yes.
literally daily or as
Yes.
needed.
Yeah.
What do we have there?
Yeah, so we provide therapy. All of our kids, even the kids in the traditional homes, receive therapy.
How many therapists do we have currently? Do
3.
we have 3?
Three. Yes, we have
And
3.
how many case managers do we have that come alongside
5.
Yeah, 5. So
and they
3 there.
assist
Yes.
with doctor's appointments, therapeutic
Correct.
appointments, all kinds of things
Yes.
that that parents need help with.
Yes, correct. And those case managers serve under the therapist. They work on goals with the kids. They pick up the kids. I like to call them the aunts. Right now we only have female case managers, so I'm like,
Yeah.
they're the aunts. They not only help to make sure the kids are taken care of as far as doctor's appointments and stuff like that, but sometimes they take the kids out for ice cream. Sometimes they take them out to the park. They're that extra person that is a positive influence in the life of a child.
All right. What about a what about a traditional home?
Yes, same
And
thing.
what,
They
what
still
potential ages would those children?
any children that their heart is open to take, we can place, from babies, like you said, to kids that are aging out, 17, 18. And if a child chooses to stay in care, they could stay in one of our homes until they're 21.
Oh, they could.
Yes, yeah. So that depends on the family and what they're open to. We do try to take in consideration if the family has children in the home and what the dynamics would be in placing a new child in the home with those ages.
So we try to get to know the family first,
sure.
and then we endeavor then on the other side find a child that really fits the dynamic of that family.
Correct.
Which is another benefit
Yeah.
of fostering through Second Chance or a private placement agency, is that very intentional matching that happens. You're not
Yes.
getting just a random child thrown in your home that you know nothing about. Like we're digging in, getting the information, and making careful matches.
Yes, because once the child is placed in that home, we want it to be successful.
Yeah.
We don't want a break in the placement.
Yeah, children have enough of that bouncing around and
Exactly.
round and round.
Yes.
And then here, if they're in our community, which would be Saline County primarily, we have a Arkansas Christian Academy.
Yes.
We've got 5 pastors here. We have numerous staff members, all Christian. We have chapel every day. We have our family church Bryant, where most all of our foster families attend. And there's just a whole network that we
Yes.
have built over the years with God's grace and help, and with help like people like you. And so we're going to take a brief break, look at a video of young people looking for a family just like you. We'll be right back.
I want to be either a therapist or an art teacher. It's the things I love to do. I like to talk to kids and help them out, give them good advice.
Why is that something you like to do?
It helps me feel good about myself and help others. Help them be a better person of them. My name's Brianna and I'm 16 years old. I like to draw, sing. I'm a very good artist. Right now I'm working on a realistic picture of me. I'm drawing it, and so far it's really good. My favorite animal would be a flamingo or a dolphin.
Why is that?
Well, they're my mom's favorites, and they're mine too because they're really pretty and they're smart and nice. If I could be any animal, I would want to be a lion.
Why is that?
Because lions are fast and beautiful, and they have the hair that I have.
Do you still want to be adopted?
Yes,
Can you tell me why you want to be adopted?
I want to be adopted because I want to be able to be with another family, start a new life, a better version of me. I want a family with maybe some animals, you know, a family that's nice and who helps others, a family that suits me.
What are some activities you'd want to do with your family?
And go to the park, draw, do some fun games like Uno. Adoption is something I would love to have. Love to have a family. Adoption would mean everything to me. If I had a superpower, I would want it to be the power of love and kindness. My brothers, they keep me hopeful. They're the ones that keep me alive, knowing that there's something great out there for me that I can have and hope for.
You get to see your brothers?
Yeah. Family is someone I want to be able to love and get to know. Someone I want to have memories with. Fun memories, not just all that.
If there was a family watching this that was thinking about adopting you, what would you want them to know about you?
Well, I want them to know I'm not just a person who used to do things that are bad. Like, there's some things about me that other people can like. Just because you look at me doesn't mean I am who you think I am. I'm a better person, you know? I'm the type of person who's really funny and sweet, who likes art, who likes to sing. I like a lot of things that other people don't know because they don't like to get to know. So I want a person who actually wants to listen and get to know me so I can know them.
Hey, welcome back to Second Chance Youth Ranch TV. You know, as I always say, coming back from this segment, Project Zero are such dear friends and partners with us, and they have been able to put together these videos of real children that are in care that need people to step up. And we're asking you to step up. A lot of people, I went in a hospital, a lot of people watched this show, and a lady at a hospital in Sherwood was at the front desk, and I was coming to see someone there at the hospital, and she said, "Oh, honey, I watch you on TV." She's probably watching right now. But here's what she said: "I am so surprised at how many of my friends don't know you're on television. I just love the show." So we're asking you to help us. We're on television, not for us. We're on television for children.
That's right.
And we need you to get the word out. We need people to let a friend know that this show's on Victory Television Network at 11 o'clock. Why? Because there's a huge need right here in Central Arkansas, not only all over the state and the nation, but right here.
Yes.
And we want to solve the problem, and we can't do it alone.
No.
So what is the dynamic of the situation as it stands while we're taping this particular show? What is the problem in foster care?
Well, right
Just
now,
an overflow, too many families wanting to help?
I wish that was the problem. Yeah. Right now, the problem is there are 813 children in the state of Arkansas that are in foster care, but not in a family home. They're staying in a facility or a shelter or somewhere else where there are staff that work shifts, where they are going to be shuffled out soon. They need to be in a home with a mom and a dad, or at least a mom or a dad.
How often do we get a call even from DCFS?
Every single day.
Literally.
Every day we get a phone call or an email or a referral through our system asking us to take children that we have to say no to.
Yes.
Yeah, and we have built, let me count, if I can count this high, at least 4 or 5 homes in the last 2.5 or 3 years, and we just don't have enough. And if I built too many homes, the problem then would not be the house, it would be I need more foster parents.
Yeah. I mean, God brings us resources, and you know, we need finances and we need land and things to build homes, but I know that God is faithful and has always brought that. We need people to say yes.
Yeah, and you just said over 800 children, approximately 800, most recently over 800, are not in a home. They're either in a hospital, a facility,
Homeless shelter.
or a shelter.
Yeah. And what sometimes people don't know is that kids a lot of times come into care due to some sort of physical thing that happened that may have had to take them to the hospital. And those children are ready to be discharged, but they can't be discharged because there's nowhere to place them. And that's just heartbreaking for a child to be in a hospital because there's nowhere for them to go. That's not right. That's not fair.
Yeah, it's scary to be removed from your home, even if your home is scary.
Yeah.
And then to be in a place where you don't know where you're going next, or be on a couch down at the offices downtown Little Rock, waiting for somebody to say, yes, we've got a bed.
Right.
Yes.
And we're not a facility. We are literally a group of homes, both on campus, 4 here, 2 in Benton, 4 more out at Second Chance Youth Ranch, and we need more homes.
Yes.
If you own a home and you want to donate one to Second Chance Youth Ranch, we had somebody a couple of years ago donated 5 homes.
Right.
Unfortunately, they were not large enough to use for fostering, but we'll take homes, cars, RVs, anything we can use to sell to be able to enhance the ministry. Put us in the will. There's so many things that need to be done.
Yes.
And to just sit here on set today and to think hundreds of children are not in a family home, that is heartbreaking.
I just think about like my little girl who's 9, and if she had to be taken from me, the thought of her being one of dozens of kids in a homeless shelter with staff that work shifts, 8 hours and then leave, and then there's a new staff member that comes in, instead of going to a home where a mom and a dad are going to read her a bedtime story and tuck her in and make her feel safe. It makes me want to throw up.
Yeah.
And these children, these 813 children, are every bit as deserving as my little girl is, and your children are, and your grandchildren. And we've got to stop ignoring the problem. We've got to start saying, God, use me to solve it.
Yeah, and we've got to stop admiring people that are in the trenches doing it. You got to jump in the trench with us.
Please, yes.
That's the key. And we're not just going to recruit a family and just give them kids and let them war it out on their own. No. My mother was a foster parent, and we didn't have a support network like we've created at Second Chance Youth Ranch.
Correct.
I think we're to the point, the Apostle Paul said, I beg you, therefore, brethren, I beseech you is what he said in the King James. We're literally begging you to make that phone call, to go online and at 2CYR.org. We're thankful for every penny that somebody sends, and we never solicit money on this because it's not about money, it's about children. And God is our provider.
Yes.
But I believe He's speaking to people right now. I want you to think for a moment what it would be like if you were a little girl like Rachel's little girl, or like her son who's not little anymore, he's a teenager, or like your little ones, and you're in a shelter. You're not around mom, dad, uncle, aunt, grandma, grandpa. You've got people that you don't know around other children that are in the same trauma you're in.
Yeah.
Will you please pick up that phone and contact us at 501-594-5200. If we don't answer, leave the message. But one of these ladies or one of the other ladies, the case managers, will contact you. And we're not going to force you. We're not going to put any pressure on you. What we're going to do is answer all those questions, remove all those roadblocks that are hindering you from stepping out in faith. We got just a few seconds. What do you want to say?
Yeah,
Liz?
no, just take the leap of faith. We're training a new couple right now. And during training, the dad was like, I'm starting to feel a little anxious. I'm starting to feel like, can I do this?
Yeah.
And I said the very same thing that Rachel said earlier, and was like, if you feel called, God will equip you. You don't worry about the rest.
Yeah.
You jump in, and you're going to have a team of people right behind you doing this with you, walking this out with you.
And you're one that's actually doing it. Rachel, you got 20 seconds or less. What do you want to say?
Parenting is scary and hard, and there are moments where you think, I don't know if I'm a good parent. Fostering is the same way, but somebody has to quit counting the cost and saying, I just can't do it. Somebody's going to have to say yes for 813 children.
So say yes, pick up that phone, call us, go online. We'll see you next week right here. Bye-bye.